What's up guys, it's Margaret. Welcome back to 17's Plan With Me series. Now one of the best ways to make every page in your journal pop is to use different kinds of hand lettering. Whether or not you want to hand letter the titles of your spreads or a quote that you want to keep in mind throughout the semester, hand lettering is super handy when you're not really into doodling but still want your page to look nice. That's why I'm going to show you guys my ultimate guide to hand lettering and calligraphy. But before I get started, make sure you subscribe to 17's YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any future bullet journaling tips and tricks. The first lettering style I want to show you is what I call skinny lettering. To create this font, I drew each letter long and thin. The trick to this lettering style is to make sure you keep the word entirely level by having each letter the same amount of boxes tall. Sometimes, to help me keep the thickness of the letters even, I'll make each one 2 boxes wide. For this next font, I wanted to create the opposite effect. So instead of drawing each letter with the same height in mind, I drew each letter only 1 box tall and 3 to 4 boxes wide. I think this lettering style is great for headers in your bullet journal, especially when you want to write something underneath a big title and have a small word that you want to take up a lot of space. The next style I'm going to walk you through is one of my favorite styles, bubble letters, because it's fun and bubbly like me. To create this font, I made sure each letter had no sharp edges. I also didn't fill in the B's with circles as you would normally do. Instead, I created the spaces by making 2 small dashes in each letter. The trick to this font is making sure you are creating thick letters that all overlap with each other. See, look how cute this turned out. This next style is block lettering. So we're gonna do the opposite of what we just did and make all of the corners super sharp. The first step is to write out the word, making sure that every corner and curve is on point. Next, give the font some depth by adding a drop shadow and coloring it in black. See, it's super simple and it'll make every page look great. Moving on, for this next Art Deco style, write your letters tall and thin like we did while we were using our skinny hand lettering technique. But this time, we're going to give the left side of each letter an extra vertical line, while also adding a little dash to the end of each letter in the word. This is a great technique to use in a spread that needs just a little extra decoration. Okay, full disclosure, I'm not a calligrapher. So one of my favorite fonts to use is my fancy fake calligraphy. For this style, I first write the word out in cursive, making sure that the letters are close together and leaning slightly to the right. Once I finish writing out the word, I go back over each letter and thicken the left side to make the word look more luxurious. I think this font is cute AF and makes any page in your bujo look gorgeous. Okay guys, now as much as I love being fancy and classy in my bujo, sometimes I just want to be playful. For this font, the trick is to mix both your cursive and standard lettering styles. You want each of your individual letters to be a different size. Once I finish writing out the word, I go back and give the left side of each letter a thin line as a highlight. This will give it a more whimsical feel. For this next style, we're going old school. To create this vintage font, you're going to want to create thick block-like letters by only drawing the outline of each letter with a flourish at the end. Next, I go back and create some small details like dashes and dots on the inside of the letter before coloring the letter in with a black marker. Another style I love to use in my bujo is a curly font. The way I do this is I first add curly cues to the ends of each letter. I also try to vary the size, height, and width of each letter. Once I finish drawing out the word, I go back and thicken the entire word to make it look a bit bolder on the page. For this last lettering style, we're going to use 2 techniques that I just taught you, cursive and outlining. Before I jump in with my marker on this word, I find it super helpful to lightly write out the word in cursive with a pencil. Then, when I'm happy with how it looks, I draw in the outline of my cursive. This is totally optional, but you can go ahead and color in the inside of the lettering of the word. Once you're done, you can congratulate yourself on learning 10 new lettering styles. And that's it. I hope this video gives you tons of new inspo on how you can beautify your bujo pages. Let me know what kinds of videos you'd like to see next in the comments below. And as always, make sure you subscribe to 17's YouTube channel for more bullet journaling tips and tricks. See you next week.